Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. In today's video I'm just gonna introduce myself. And before we start, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also the bell button if you want to get notified when the next video comes out. If you're new to this channel, my name is Hilde Kristin from hildekristin.com, and I teach yoga with awareness on your energy levels and where you are in your feminine cycle. When I started my yoga journey, I was currently studying at the university, and I have a master's degree in engineering. I really loved strength training at the time, so I did that, and also sitting a lot on the desk studying, and I started getting pain in my shoulder, and eventually it traveled down to my back as well. So in addition to start working with a specialist for the injuries, and got some exercises to do for that as well, I started yoga to try to counteract all this strength training and the sitting. I would really like to know, how did you started your yoga practice? Comment down below. I would love to hear from you. So when I started, it was mostly Ashtanga yoga and flow yoga that I did practiced, and I was inspired by Kino McGregor and the late Leslie Feitmester. And then after some years, when I got my degree and started a full-time job, and then I had my first child, I was starting to get more drawn to a slower practice. I didn't feel like I had that much energy for those vigorous practices, and I started to listen to my body and slow down a bit. And I also began to prefer the shorter practices, like 30-minute practices, rather than the long ones, because it was a lot of things that I wanted to get done while the baby was asleep, for example. So this was back in 2017, and in 2021 I was in maternity leave with my second child, and then I started my first teacher training, 200 hour in Hatha and Yin Yoga. And after I finished the 200 hour, I also took a teacher training on restorative level 1, because I was interested in learning the differences between Yin, which I already learned about, and restorative, to know more about the differences. So I found that very useful and interesting to have both. And nowadays I'm currently in a year-long 300-hour meditation and mindfulness teacher training, and I'm really excited for the future and what this training can do for me, and then later can also benefit my students. For the last years I also been reading and learning a lot about the menstrual cycle, and I find it really interesting that we can actually work with the hormonal fluctuations and our energy levels rather than against it, if we know a little bit more and we can plan ahead and do what is best for the body in the different phases of the menstrual cycle. If you want to learn more about this, you can grab a free guide at joinme.hildekristin.com/cycle, or you can find the link down below in the description. So see you in the next video.